Welcome back. So what are we doing today? We're doing another $5 meal for my family of 5. Maybe 4, because I'm not sure if Trey's going to be eating tonight, but it's going to feed at least 4. I don't know if this dish is a thing out there on the internet or in some kind of a book. It's just an idea I came up with in the store. Where did I get it from? I don't know. Maybe I saw it somewhere. Maybe I made it up. I don't know, but we're going to figure it out over there today. So without further ado, let's get it. Let's go. Let's see if those pots. Come on. All right, there's the haul, but I'm only going to use 1 can of vegetables. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the green beans or if I wanted to do mixed vegetables. So I'll take a poll and see what the kids want, and we'll decide that way. So I'm only going to use 1 of the cans. So I got a can of mixed vegetables. I got a box of Hungry Jack hash browns, and I got some ham. That is Glen Rock honey ham. It was on sale for $4.99 a pound. I got 0.450 pounds, which brought me in at $2.70. First thing we're going to do is rehydrate the hash browns. But before I do that, let me quick show you the pantry staples. So here are your pantry staples. You need some kind of a fat. I'm going to use olive oil, but you can use whatever you want. You need some paprika, some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. You can add red pepper flake, whatever you want to this. I use these kind of seasonings because these are the ones that I would guess the average person has on hand. And that's usually why I go to the same basic spices quite often. So if you've never used Hungry Jack hash brown potatoes, I zoomed you in so you could see. They just look like dehydrated onions almost. Only bigger. What you do is on the outside, there's a fill line right here, okay? We're just gonna add the water to that, just about there. Hot water, and don't be fooled by the size of the box. It definitely gives you way more than you think it does. Okay, right to the line. Normally I just have it, like that, and I just close it right back up. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little clip on it and we'll work on the ham. All right, so the reason I got sliced ham was because it would have took me over a budget to buy like the piece of ham, but you can buy the already done. Oh man. Well, I told her real thick. It's not as thick as I wanted, but it be what it be now. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna cube it up like you would like a ham steak. And I don't know if I want to use this big knife or the little knife. I think I used a big knife. I'm gonna do like squares like that because if it shrinks up a little bit, it'll be fine. Biggity baggity boom. Right there. All right, I'm doing this because I didn't want the pieces stuck together, but I also wanted you guys to see how much ham, that amount of weight I got, how much meat I got out of it. All right, and there you go. All right, here we go. Before we begin, I was gonna use some minced onion. You know my trick about same amount of water to the same amount of minced onion, and then you have onion. But since I have this left over from last night's burgers and dogs, I'm gonna use that tiny bit. Still may need more, but I'm gonna use that just to use it up and get it out of my refrigerator. But had I not had that, I would use that. All right, in goes your fat. And if you're not going to use real onion, don't do this step yet. But I am, so I'm going to use this, the minced onion. I'll use my helping hand today. Yeah, that's such a small amount. It's all right, I'll make up for it in the onion powder when we get to it. All right, I feel like that's not enough onions. So what I did was, exactly what I told you I would have done was, I took some of the dried onions, I put them in here, in some warm water, and I just rehydrated them. They're not all the way ready, but these are already in here, and I wanted to hurry up and get some onion in there. So we're just gonna give that a minute together. Okay, just gonna add a little drop more of olive oil in the pan. And we're gonna add the ham. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of color on that. But if not, it'll be okay. I hope this frying pan's gonna be, oh, I turned that down a little bit, big enough. Let me show you something. This thing it's heavy. It's heavy. It's filled to the brim with the potatoes. All right, let's give that a minute to get a little bit of color. All right, that's pretty much the best I could do with what I'm working with. I don't want those rehydrated onions to burn too much. Or brown, I should say, not burn. Okay. The kids decided that they want the mixed vegetables. So those are gonna go in. We're gonna add some salt and pepper. I'm gonna go light on the salt because I have the ham in there, but I am gonna salt because we're gonna need it once the potatoes get in there, but right now we don't need a lot of it. Some pepper, and this will help bloom the spices. A lot of garlic for my family, probably like a teaspoon or two. Some onion powder, and we're gonna revisit these again if we need it. And some paprika. Regular paprika. You can use smoked, you can use whatever you want. I'm gonna go in with this thing now. Okay. Give that a minute. All right. Just gave that a second to start getting the flavors together. And you don't have to do this part. I'm going to take this out of the pan for just a minute because I want to get some color on the potatoes and I want the whole surface. All right, so I took it out. I threw one in there to see it was hot, the oil was hot enough. And we're going to put these hash browns in. Oh, let me get some of the water out. All right, so I'm going to add this to the pan. Had a little extra water in there that I didn't want. Get all of the goodiness out of there. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread this around this big old pan like this. And we're just going to let it brown. But to this on top, because I'm not going to brown both sides, I'm just going to brown one side. We're going to add some flavor. Not going to add too much because I already added some, but some paprika. Ooh, a little bit more of the garlic. The onion. These are the technical terms. Some pepper. And some salt. Everybody got some love in the pan. Just want a little bit of browning. All right, let me give it a mix, see what it's doing. It may not be brown just yet, but I don't want to burn it either. Nope. Just give it a mix and give it another minute. I think we'll be fine adding the vegetables back in now. And this is an extremely large pan I'm using. I'm going to let that brown a little bit more, but meanwhile, we're going to add this back in there. Trying to make a flat bed of it. All right, so Trey won't be coming home, I don't think. But here we go. Let that sit down in there. It's not pretty to look at, but it's gonna fill our bellies. All right, let that sit for another minute. All right, let's give it a mix. Oh yeah, starting to stick. That's what I wanted, so I get a little bit of color on the bottom. Definitely not a pretty dinner, but it's a dinner. I've made more on less, but this is what I figured out I'd do today. All right. You can caramelize it a little more if you want, but I think we're good. We are done. We're gonna plate this up. All right, so I divided it into 4 equal parts, and there's our plate.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
Dinner time! Let's go right in. It doesn't look pretty, but I bet it tastes good. Okay, I got a piece of meat. Oops. Ready? Let's go for it.
That's pretty good.
It's actually quite tasty, which is funny because I didn't even taste it for salt, nothing. I just dump, and then served it. That's pretty good.
It is.
Yeah, if he's still eating, he likes it. Yeah, that's good. You can use whatever vegetable you want. Let me get the other 2 down here, get them fed, and see if it's enough food. All right, bye-bye. Dinner's over. How'd we do? And here we are, we're back. Aiden's wrapped up in his blanket. He's not feeling too good today. He's feeling a little chilly. At 90 degrees outside, he's walking around with a blanket. But anyway, what did you guys think about dinner as far as taste? Eric will be down in a minute. He had to go fix his game real quick. What did you think about dinner, Aiden? Just about with the flavor.
It was good.
What did you think, Tyler?
It was good.
It was good? Now, here's the thing. I was concerned that it wasn't going to be enough food because it looked like it was going to be, it was enough for me, but for anybody else. Aiden, what did you think about it? Was it enough food?
It was just enough.
So any less it wouldn't have been?
Yeah.
Any more is just good, right? Any more is just more. Fair enough. It was just enough. What did you think? Just enough? Enough? Not enough?
Just enough.
Just enough. All right, I think Eric's going to have the same answer when he gets down here. Let me get him and see what he thinks about it. All right, I'm back with Eric. What did you think first about the flavor?
I thought the flavor was really good.
Okay, and my concern was it wasn't going to be enough food. Was it enough for you?
I think it was enough and it was very filling.
Ah, there we go. Well, me and him are on the same mind. I was full, he's full. Aiden and Tyler were just enough. And there you go. Their bellies are good, so I'm good. And if they're not later, you know what? There's always sandwiches. So, without further ado, oh no, not without further ado. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment either way. See you later, bye.